When global security analysts gathered for this week's intelligence review, they expected familiar updates on regional tensions and routine operational activity. What arrived instead was a surge of developments that could reshape maritime warfare, air power dynamics, and great power competition across multiple regions. Quiet signals turned into loud warnings, and long-standing calculations suddenly shifted. Today, for major developments dominate the global defense picture, from undersea drone programs and joint bomber patrols to rapid naval expansion in the Pacific and U.S. air operations in the Western Hemisphere. First, beneath the ocean's surface, a new silent fleet is emerging. South Korea's Hanwha Group and U.S. defense startup Vatan Systems have reached an agreement to co-develop autonomous underwater drones for the U.S. Navy. These torpedo-shaped platforms are designed for deep-sea surveillance, long-duration missions, mine detection, and potentially even offensive strike capabilities. Officials say the drones can operate for extended periods without human control, using advanced navigation and AI-based threat analysis. Defense analysts note that as major powers expand submarine fleets, unmanned underwater vehicles could become the dominant tool for tracking rival activity, making the deep sea a far more contested domain. The deal signals a future where unmanned platforms quietly shape deterrence, intelligence gathering, and maritime power projection across the Indo-Pacific. Meanwhile, in East Asia, the skies grew more unpredictable. Russia and China conducted a coordinated long-range bomber patrol over the Sea of Japan and the East China Sea, continuing their pattern of joint strategic flights. The mission included Russian Tu-95 long-range bombers alongside Chinese H-6 aircraft, escorted by fighter jets from both nations. Japan scrambled its air self-defense force fighters, South Korea raised its alert posture, and radar stations across the region tracked every movement. Military observers warn that these flights are becoming more frequent, part of a deliberate effort to demonstrate combined capability, test regional responses, and reinforce political alignment between Moscow and Beijing. The patrol sends a clear signal. Asia's airspace is becoming a zone where strategic messaging and military coordination are increasingly intertwined. And at sea, pressure is building even faster. China and Russia have expanded their naval cooperation, conducting joint patrols, live-fire exercises, and anti-submarine drills across the Pacific and near disputed maritime zones. China's rapid naval modernization, from its expanding aircraft carrier fleet to advanced destroyers, stealth jets, and long-range anti-ship missile systems, is reshaping strategic calculations from Tokyo to Canberra. Satellite imagery shows accelerated shipbuilding at multiple Chinese shipyards, hinting at a long-term plan to dominate regional sea lanes. Analysts warn that overlapping patrol routes and dense military traffic near contested areas increase the risk of miscalculation, especially when both sides are unwilling to back down. The Indo-Pacific is entering a multi-domain competition where naval, air, and underwater capabilities overlap in ways not seen in decades. Far from the Pacific, another flashpoint emerged in the Western Hemisphere. U.S. Navy F/A-18 jets conducted an air mission over the Gulf of Venezuela as part of expanded counter-narcotics and regional security operations. The flights come at a moment of heightened scrutiny in Washington, where lawmakers are questioning the extent of executive authority over overseas deployments. Reports indicate increased congressional concern about potential escalation along Venezuela's maritime borders, especially given regional political tensions. For the Pentagon, the mission demonstrates the U.S. military's global reach and ability to project air power quickly. For neighboring states, it's a reminder that even distant geopolitical rivalries can spill into their surrounding waters. But these headline events only hint at deeper shifts in alliances, in emerging technologies, and in how great powers now project strength. Undersea drones challenging old maritime assumptions. Joint bomber patrols reshaping air power politics. Naval expansions redrawing the Indo-Pacific map. And U.S. operations sparking new debates over war powers, strategic priorities, and global engagement. We are entering a phase where the world's most powerful militaries test boundaries not once a year, but every week. And each test carries consequences. This is the new global security landscape, fast-moving, uncertain, and increasingly contested. And we'll continue tracking every development as the situation evolves.